brethren had hit the floor.
And Sakauchi is
Tragically passed.
not with us,
You saw her make it to an ice-filled tunnel. It's currently ice-filled to the northeast before the battle started. She was protected by the creature that Malgammon was fighting.
And did we loot these things? If we didn't, I want to.
I don't know that there's anything on them.
Except for slime and death?
Oh, the servants do have spears.
That's disappointing.
A little bit.
Just like the diabetes.
They have long spears.
I've got no use for those, and I don't necessarily want them to take up space in the back, so...
Spears.
Nothing special about them, just...
I don't know. You see them on the ground.
Do the magic checky thing.
Okay, hold on.
Does anybody have detect magic?
Pretty sure I do. Or I feel like that maybe that's something I keep thinking I have.
I could have detect magic, but since she started casting it, I was like, I'll just use my cantrip for something else then.
Oh yeah, I have detect magic. Beep.
Something is magic in the room. Something other than what you brought in.
Other than the ice wall in the corner over there?
Mm-hmm. Which is slowly melting.
So something's magic.
But what?
Check out the magic thing. Should we heal up, Nope, not battle medicine. Treat wounds. I mean, it's not much.
That's better than nothing. Where's Mock?
I'm right here.
Oh, I don't see you.
Hello?
Oh, okay, I see you now.
I was fighting the crab.
Told you not to go to that brothel.
Wrong crab. Talking about crab demon, not crab disease.
You say that like they're different.
They are. Have you seen the size of this crab?
They both itch at
Crab
the
disease
back.
ain't that big.
So can we determine where the magic is coming from?
We could, but we won't.
Oh, okay.
We won't?
I'm kidding.
I think you should.
If you look at detect magic, you'll find that it's a bubble.
Hold on. Place it right
What if it was a square?
there.
I think it emanates off you, but
It let me place it. Here.
it's alright.
There.
You know that there's something magic within that area.
Oh, damn. Okay. Do we just roll perception for every single square here, or?
Yep.
Do you have read aura?
Yes, I do.
Well, if you ever find anything, then you can try reading aura on it to detect if it's magical or not.
All right. Is there something here?
All right.
Well, there's 3 demons and 2 spears.
Mhm. All right. Cast aura on that. Any of that magical?
The spears appear to be.
And we'll comically take these long spears and tuck them into our messenger-sized bag, and it just keeps going down.
Does
like
anybody
a
have
magician
identify
trick.
magic or identify object?
I do not.
Sorry,
I am
spends the next
useless.
10 minutes bandaging up himself, Mock, Alt, and Pangu.
Good plan.
Nice.
Thank you.
I believe you can sit down with the item for 10 minutes. Yeah, you can sit down with an item for 10 minutes and try to ID it.
Okay. I do that then. Did I learn anything?
I don't know. Did you roll?
What is that, perception or?
Oh.
Check the chat.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do that one.
You both realize they're +1 long spears.
Well, we don't really have a use for them, but they may
Into the bag
make
they
us a
go.
little bit cold. What?
Into the bag they go.
Free money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody will have a use for it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Maybe
an
we just don't tell them
unfortunate
we got
guard.
them off demons.
Are these doorways here? Like here, here, here?
Yes,
They look like it.
those 3 are sealed.
And then the other one is melting.
Yes.
Ah. So, should we try the melting door then? Or.
Should we rest? Can we rest here? I mean, it looks gross, but
Well, you know Sakiuchi went to the tunnel that's melting.
Perhaps we
she's
should
fine.
follow.
okay.
Who knows what'll happen?
She loves just running ahead, doesn't she? Okay, nothing for it, I guess. We ready to head in?
Sure.
Ulf, you coming?
Yeah. Sorry.
I predict as I run this corner, a door. I was right.
I was mulling over if I'd taken the zombie dedication, I could have had a feat called Unkillable, which would have been really nice after last game.
I could have
I mean,
taken
you can
Dragon
try.
Disciple and had an AC of 28 right now.
Neat.
28.
Yeah. However, I took Mauler, which is just shoving people.
Sometimes that's what the situation calls for.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Knocking
you just have
people
to tell
prone
that
is pretty
zombie
nice.
dragon to get bullied.
Get bullied.
You would have had the same AC as the demon.
Holy shit.
Who was level 9?
Damn.
So are we going through this door?
No, we're going to stare at it ominously for the next hour and a half.
That feels like what we're doing now.
Oh, we're making good pace.
I'm just waiting to see what you do.
We're in this narrow hallway.
I know this is starting to feel a little foolish.
Who's up there?
Anybody else smell dry ice?
Is it a door? I can't click on it. Does that mean it's locked?
No, there is a door. It's right beside
No.
you.
I guess I'll do the standard check.
As you open the door,
Uh-oh.
you find a spectacular sight of. Sakeuchi is floating in midair, held aloft by spectral owl wings made of dazzling blue ice, which extend from her shoulders. Though the well is freezing cold, she wears only the thin layer of clothes that she has left, but she doesn't shiver or show any signs of discomfort.
Uh-oh.
In fact, she seems utterly serene as she calmly regards you and descends gently to the ground.
That's probably not really her.
Nice.
I did close up my...
What do you do?
Hello again, Sakeuchi.
What was that?
Hello again, Sakeuchi. I take it you survived your trials?
How are you feeling?
She'll look at you, Alex, and respond, I can no longer answer to that name.
Sure you
One
can.
that No, my final offering was my name.
Oh.
Awkward?
You may
What's your
now
name
call
now?
me Snowy Owl.
Okay. How you doing?
I finished my trial. I became closer to the gods of the natural world.
Very well then, what happens now?
We need to go to the crown of the world.
Happens at the crown of the world. Or what do you... what... Well, yeah.
Also, where is that?
You can roll check to see if you know.
That nature, society.
That...
Nature's possible.
All right.
Oh, I didn't do it privately, but it doesn't matter.
It's at the very top of the world.
Well, now I feel foolish.
Basically the North Pole.
Oh. So what are we gonna do there?
We're going to kill Santa.
Aw, I like
How-
Santa.
No, you don't.
How are you going to get there, Snowy Owl?
It's my understanding that you are heading to see your mentor in Lepidstadt. As I understand it, there is an Ayadora in Lepidstadt that will go to the crown of the world. So I would travel with you.
So nothing of substance has changed.
I mean, she has wings now.
Nothing of
Also-
substance has changed.
Yeah, those are immaterial.
Oh.
We have the help
Oh.
of God.
Viserys looks down at his medallion, and then back up her. Nothing of substance has changed.
I'm gonna get out of this hallway. I'm just gonna excuse me. Okay. Getting a little
It's a very
claustrophobic.
small hallway.
Enough of me being difficult. I'm just rather irate that I'm still standing in this icy hallway.
It's not that cool.
Oh, it's even worse in here.
Yes, this is an ice-filled chamber. It is extremely cold.
And that's where she made the offering of her name, right? Oh, wait, is that a door over there?
Yep.
That's
Yes.
you!
Bless you.
Oh, maybe it is cold.
If I look around, I have a feat called That's Odd. If I look around, do I notice anything amiss?
Other than
Not
the lady
here.
with wings.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there is a door over there. Maybe
Great
we
looking
can.
door.
Is there any kind of? If we check the statue, is there anything different or special or over there?
No.
Okay, so it's just the door.
There is no haunt trying to test you in this room.
In this.
That is
room.
good. They would be found wanting.
There are no snowy owls attacking you either in this room.
That is also good, because that would be rather awkward about why we brought her here.
All right. Well, mission accomplished. I guess we take Snowy Owl
You
to.
did help her complete her quest, which is what the doctor wanted you to do.
So, good job, team.
That is certainly an accurate assessment of what happens. All right, well done, team. Let's break for lunch.
And
Preferably
sleep.
out of this icy hellscape room.
As you make it back to the surface, you see snow falling.
Oh, well, this is just terrible dining weather.
You make it back to the camp where you've been staying with the reclaimers. And
Howard,
Snowy Owl will say, "The god Ruin has agreed to join me on the quest."
I hope that name of his means something else in his language.
As she motions over to a nearby stump, Ruin, a magnificent snowy owl, rimed in shards of blue, bright ice, manifest above the stump in a flurry of snow, then lands to perch on the fallen tree. The god blinks her eyes slowly while peering at each of you, the caller's allies.
So
the-
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask, is there anything? Can we rest for the night, or do we need to leave immediately, Saki or Snowy Owl or Ruan or?
No, she's traveling with you. If you need to
Okay.
rest, that's fine.
Okay.
So you can rest for the night. Come evening, Zia and her fellow reclaimers will return. They'll tell you they're going to stay in Demora for now and keep trying to cleanse the place of the evil that's still here.
Well, I wish them luck in doing that.
But Zia will give you directions to Leppenstad from where you currently are.
How many days travel?
It's about, I believe, 250 miles. The first 125 is over land, and I believe there's another 125 on the river. But as a parting gift, the reclaimers will give you enough rations to make it to the city.
Whee!
No.
Or
Oh, that's nice of them.
do you have any opinions about Snowy Owl?
Or did they all just know this was going to happen?
They all know of the stories of God Callers, and that's what they believe she is.
Mm.
So you can rest for the evening, so you can get your new spells if you wish.
I mean, it doesn't really apply to me, but woo!
And book 2 comes to a close.
Oh,
So does book 3 start during the 2-week trip, or does it start after we get to Leppenstad?
For you, you have arrived.
Or
baller.
Your trip is uneventful.
Long.
thank goodness.
And then the Fire Nation attacks.
If you wish, you can try to roll a society to see if you know anything about the town.
Okie dokie.
For Mahana and Pingu, you know, Leppenstad is a lauded center of learning. Scholars from across Golarion convene with local experts to explore mysteries and occult knowledge. The university is known both for its work in sciences and its fervent duelist, and rumors swirl around the mysterious standing stones on the outskirts of the city. There's much to explore.
Should we start by emptying our pack and getting rid of some of the stuff we don't need?
That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, civilization, I almost forgot how much I hated you.
Is there anything anybody needs? Like we could probably find a place to upgrade gear or something.
I need the stiffest drink imaginable.
Okay, so can we sell the blowgun, this war razor, the steel shield, all the stuff that's in here?
If you want.
Does anybody want any of this?
No, there's nothing particularly I need from here. I mean, the potions are good to keep.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
well-
keep those.
There's only one thing I blow at, and that's hitting things.
Gosh.
Huh?
How do we sell these? Like, take them out of our inventory.
Enthusiastically.
That's a lot of long spears.
Yeah, why are there 4?
We just keep grabbing them.
Did the 2 people put them in?
I didn't.
I put one from one demon and the other from the other.
Did anybody else?
Didn't we also have like +1 long spears from like previous encounters?
I believe so.
Possibly.
Mm.
So, what all would you like to get rid of?
Well, I would like to get rid of those long spears.
Does anybody need the steel shield? Or maybe the better question is, can anyone actually use the steel shield?
Well, if I ever decide I want to catch dancing shield again, but other than that,
I
definitely have my hands full.
I technically can, but I haven't figured out how to hold a sword and a shield at the same time.
I mean, put one in one hand and one in the other?
He already
No,
has
I have
others, but that's his other
I would
sword
have-
hand.
exactly.
So what you're saying is, short of getting a piece of rope and tying it to your chest, you're probably not going to use... Well, we can keep the shield if you want to change your mind later.
No, my character would pick up and bash someone with a rock in their other hand before they'd use the shield.
Okay.
That would be the only choice.
So
If smacking 2 rocks together to make a spark was the only way to attack, he would do that before using the shield.
Throw a shield.
okay, so how do we go ahead and get rid of the long
Out
spear?
of the equipment, what all do you want to get rid of?
I think out of weapons and shields we can dump everything, right?
Probably. The equipment, I would keep the any tool just in case. Does the mistletoe go do again?
The Horn of Fog, that might... I don't know. That could be helpful if we needed fog.
Resilient. Oh, that's a rune. Does anybody want to add this resilient rune to their armor, or
What kind of rune is it again?
just
Resilient.
resilient? +1 bonus to saving throws.
I remember suggesting one of the trickier characters should use it.
Yeah.
And your armor needs to be at least +1 to have it applied.
I think, yeah, that was probably the challenge.
I was about to say, I think I'm one of the only people running +1 armor.
It's not like you ever need help with saving throws.
Oh no, I've been screwed over a couple of times on reflex.
Yeah, I was being facetious.
We can
Your
keep
dice
the
run hot and cold.
Yeah, let's keep the resilient let's keep the resilient rune.
Also, if we end up with enough gold afterwards, we can see about, how much it costs to buy something here for somebody slightly squishier.
True.
Yeah. Getting some runes on those robes and stuff would probably make y'all happier campers. Or at least Asarius would be happy when you're camping and he doesn't have to heal you as much.
Thank you, not to speak for me.
Fair.
Okay. So is there anyone in town that can sell us? Oh, well, Desarius, what? Well, I guess maybe, is there any place in town that would sell a slightly better robe?
For whom?
If you're interested, Desarius. Or Mathana. Oof.
I mean, I'm just wearing explorer's clothing right now. So if there was something better, I should probably consider it at least.
Is there anything, any place in town that we can go and see somebody about slightly better light armor?
You can go shopping in Leppenstadt. They have a thriving market.
Not like the little camps we've been in for weeks.
Are you keeping the mistletoe? Is somebody going to use it? Are you keeping the foghorn?
It's a primal focus, and it adds... I probably won't use the primeval mistletoe because I don't know what it is. I'll be honest.
Is it like a...
It's a +1 to a nature check.
Oh, you probably use that all the time.
Do I just hold on to it, or...?
Do you put it in your inventory?
When you're holding it, it gives you a nature bonus.
Ah.
Take that. If nobody else wants it, I'll take it.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Does anybody want the foghorn?
It's kind of cool, but when our group actually use it, I feel like Mock would be out ahead of the fog, and it wouldn't help him.
I feel like we would be in the fog, too.
That's kind of the idea of it, so that
Oh,
we're
yeah,
not being shot at.
I think I think that would also work against us.
Not necessarily.
That's going to be one of those where if you're using it, it's time to flee, pretty much. And
Okay, we should keep that then.
I kind of like it if no one else wants it. Or if you want the 230-ish gold, I'm fine with selling it.
Go ahead and hold on to it. You're the rogue, so if you need sneakiness...
No, I agree. It's an oh shit horn where everyone needs to get off the battlefield fast. Because sneaking in with it is not going to work because it's a horn.
Okay.
Quickly, sound the broken note horn.
Of course, no one would ever expect it to be a rogue because they sounded the horn before they came in.
And have we run away from anything yet?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
I
We've
have
suggested it, but I don't think anybody ever... It was everybody sort of looking at each other going, should we go? Should we go?
Should we run?
We never do.
Constantly running from our own problems.
Well, I mean, fair, but foghorn isn't going to help that.
Accurate.
But who knows what we're coming at soon.
Okay, let's keep the foghorn. Ulf, if you want to grab it. The oh shit horn will be a good thing to hold on to.
And if he actually activates the oh shit horn, then maybe we need to retreat.
Yes. If we hear the oh
That's
shit
our
horn,
sign.
everybody run. Scatter.
Stop what you're doing, head back to the door.
It could definitely be handy, like if there's a lot of heat on our berobed characters, I could conceal them.
All right, and then we said the Traveler's Any tool, we want to hold on to it. Because it does stuff.
I mean, that might get us into a... We could possibly use it as a lockpick. Or maybe you need to have thievery. But who knows?
Into any haft in the metal, caps into spades, hammerheads, or the like, allowing for basic tools, but nothing more complex. Okay, so it's a basic tool. So, yeah, let's hold on to it.
The fireball. When did we get that?
I believe we got that during or before the pirates did it.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, but we can't... Yeah, I can't use it because it can only be used by, I think, by a sorcerer? Is that right?
Ew, wizards. Pooh.
Yes.
No, it has to be somebody that can cast.
So I think Wand of Fireball we can get rid of because...
I don't have Fireball on my spell list.
Pingu.
I was going to say, I kind of do, so I can
You
take that.
Cast Fireball?
Well, no, but I can cast. I have the wizard dedication.
That should do it.
Okay.
Oh,
Do I
take
just
it.
put it in my... Where does it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. It's a consumable. Got it.
But I think you can use it once a day, right?
You can attempt to use it more than once a day, but then
But
it's
then
a
it might
flat
blow
check.
up.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, so the water skin, we don't need that, right? I have one. Does anybody need one?
Oh, I have one too.
I'm fairly certain we can get rid of the spare water skins.
Okay.
Okay.
For all the 4 copper pieces that those water skins will give us in total.
Well, you get 10 for the lot.
That's 10 coppers we didn't have before.
Oh. Huh, these things are priced at like 5 copper pieces each, though.
Well, there's 4 of them for 20. And so you get half.
Hmm.
How come we only get half?
Because we're not merchants and we're not getting a wholesale.
Ah. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll diplomacy for 10 coppers.
So let's go see if we can do any sort of weapon or armor upgrade. Do we just look at the list of possible armor that you can get, or is that how that works?
Yeah, basically.
So we've walked into the armor shop and we look at Mathana with her explorer's gear and say,
It's +1, but yeah.
do you want something?
Did you put a rune on it already to make it +1?
I don't know.
I thought she had.
Well, then you
Okay.
could get the resilient put on it then.
Oh.
Or you could put the resilient on Mock.
Who
I
seems
mean-
to struggle with saving throws the most?
I would give it to Mock.
Here, Mock. We want you to be more fabulous.
Just get decked out.
Take the rune. Put it on your armor.
Am I looking at the wrong thing here?
I don't know.
In the party stash?
Yeah.
Where it says
It's under
resilient
equipment.
under equipment?
I was looking for a room. That's why I felt like I was going blind. Are we sure?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So that's there. Attach. Hold on. There we go.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Who do we
Shiny.
need to see in town?
Are there any items you all wish to purchase?
What's our collective gold looking like?
You have a little over 1,000 gold at the moment. Is there something anybody's looking for?
Do we think we're gonna run into more demon stuff? Because if we are, I would recommend or would like to get some holy water.
I don't know what's ahead of us.
Very
That
true.
would have been helpful. I've got my cold iron staff and a dagger that I don't ever use, so
Oh, and I think with that mistletoe, if it says equip it or something, I don't know. I don't know what it says. Otherwise, you'll just have to know to add one to your nature.
I'll try to remember.
You almost have enough money to buy 1+2 armor potency rune.
And I could attempt to barter if somebody wants it.
It's out of your level range.
Boo.
I hadn't looked at that yet.
Cyrus is going to purchase a set of fine clothing.
Note to self: make him near mock.
You say that like I'm going to be going anywhere in my ungallaghered equipment.
I do make a rather good shield.
Well, if nobody else needs anything else,
There are bands of force for the people that don't wear armor.
bands of force.
It's a good idea.
What are those?
Bands of force decorated with clear gemstones. These thick metal bands spread an inflexible layer of force over your body. The force grants you a +1 item bonus to armor class and saving throws, and a maximum dexterity modifier of +5 as armor. You can affix talismans to the bands as though they were light armor.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It also grants you a reaction. Activate return force. Trigger. A creature critically misses you with a melee strike. Effect. You shove the creature using the band's athletic modifier of +14.
Ooh.
yeah, they're bangles and spangles that protect you.
Ooh, I like those. I want one.
They're 500 gold a pop.
They
Ooh,
sure are.
Of course they are.
And yet my fine clothing only cost me 2 gold pieces.
Oh, that's too expensive.
Magic is like a Gucci logo.
Fast fashion.
The thing with the bands, they do
Mhm.
give you the armor bonus. The clothes don't.
It's called fashion.
But bands
I
are
mean-
jewelry, and I think they would look good on you.
I do think 500 gold investment in helping keep our cleric alive, who helps keep us alive, is not a bad use of money.
I agree.
Yeah. Because every time something big and ugly turns towards Desarius, I think everybody does a collective gasp.
Yeah, everybody's just like,
No!
oh no.
When is the last time something ever managed to critically miss me?
Critically missed.
Yeah, you should get the bands of force, dude. Absolutely.
And we should get you some gold chains to go with those fancy clothes and fancy bracelets.
And I will bat my eyes at whoever the shopkeep is and just be like, please, we really need these for him.
Can you not see how fabulous he is?
He is dressed so nicely and he's so squishy.
So you getting one? Getting two? What?
We're definitely getting one for him. If we can negotiate a better price, I could be convinced to look at two, but 500, that would be 1,000. That would be almost all of our gold.
That would be, in fact, money.
Oh yeah.
What?
Can we try to do a diplomacy check to see if we can?
She did.
Okay.
Maybe BOGO?
Do you need any wands, staves, other types of weapons?
What about, like, flaming runes or something like that for weapons?
I don't know much about runes, so
Oh, they're
if
expensive
anybody
too,
wants
aren't they?
runes, does anybody have a? Let me put your wish list out there. Let's see what we can get.
Sadly, there is nothing on my wish list that we can afford.
Except
That is the
these
life.
bands, which we're putting on you whether you like it or not.
Ah, the crimes of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So
Omok, you want any weapons upgrades? Are there? I mean,
I'm pretty content as is.
There's a number of weapon runes accessible at level 8.
A number of what?
weapon runes. And there's some prior to that too.
They're just expensive, everything I've looked at so far.
Yeah, that's the other half of the problem.
Ooh,
There's
back a weasel.
wounding, vitalizing, thundering, shock,
A vitalizing rune is 150 gold.
shifting, returning, ghost touch.
Where do I find a list of these runes?
Yeah, that's
I think I found it.
okay. How did you find it?
I'm on
Nethys.
the Archives of Nethys.
There's frost.
Oh,
There is a flaming. There's fearsome, decaying, corrosive, astral,
well, I probably won't be putting a rune on anything of mine because I already have a cold iron thing on it, and I never hit anything anyway. So
Yep, I have runes on mine as well.
my clothes are already a +1. So I'm guessing we're hoping just to see what the price of 2 of the bands would be, and if that's not too or if that's too expensive, we'll get just the one and put it on Desarius.
Speaking of bands, how much would Bands of Imprisonment run us?
Bands of who to what?
Bands of Imprisonment. These weighted bands don't enhance your power. Rather, they keep your strength in check, honing your discipline. They give you access to an action called Transcendence, which gives you a +2 status bonus on your checks to then stride and up to twice your speed in a straight line and make a melee attack. When someone tries to grab you. Break free.
Wow.
Considering all the things that have tried to eat us whole, that sounds like something one of the melee fighters would want.
Sounds like something everybody should be wearing. But mostly Pengu and
But I don't want to stride up. I'm never really in melee range very often.
Look, you want to stride away.
Well, that's true.
It says up to twice your speed in a straight line. Making
That
a
would be
melee
like-
attack is just a bonus.
That would be like Gumbying across the floor.
Yeah, you can attempt to escape with a +2 status bonus on your check, and then walk and hit. Yeah.
bands of what?
Bands of Imprisonment. They don't have a listed gold price cost, so I can only assume they're ludicrously
Great.
expensive.
They're also rare, so they might not have them here, but
Yeah, I think that's from one of the sub books.
Fair enough.
It says Source War of Immortals, page 43.
Yeah, we haven't got to that far yet.
so it sounds like just the bands of force. Unless anybody wants to look at anything else.
Anybody looking at weapon runes?
I couldn't find anything that I think is worth getting for a price worth paying.
Damn it. damage is damage. Like,
Well, but it's like everything I found was like specific, like versus undead or something.
did you read flaming?
I thought flaming was like 500. That's more than I'm willing to pay.
It has D6 of fire and D10 persistent on a crit.
Ooh.
Not bad.
It would keep us. Hopefully, it would.
Frost does D6 of damage, and on a crit, it is slowed 1 to the next end of your next turn.
Oh. Yeah. So when I have 1,000 gold, I'll have fire and ice swords.
A sword of fire and ice.
Yes. That was good, Aaron.
Well, you got
Thank you.
560 gold at the moment.
That's after the
Yep.
band.
The one.
I'm for armoring up the squishy ones first. And if you're offended by my calling you squishy, I'm sorry. I'll try to use a different word.
When you're right, you're right.
I prefer plump and explodable.
It's the explodable part that's troubling.
I mean, he's the one who's always getting exploded upon, so...
No, that's Mock. He's the one constantly making me a Gallagher show.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said exploded upon.
Sounds like a euphemism.
Does Monk need something
Sounds
then?
dirty.
Because he's the one that's always up there. Mock. I know that it would be good to get the squishy ones less squishy, but also the ones that are in up there face to face. It would help to get the big bad down a little faster. In my opinion, I could be wrong.
I think that's a good opinion.
Don't you have doubling rings, Ulf?
Yeah. I don't know. Put it to a vote. Offense or defense?
Offense.
Well,
Well, not why fence.
Because it just doesn't go with our Z access.
Oh, I
Ed
think
Gruberman said the best offense or the best defense is a good offense.
that is true.
That's why we have Mock.
Mm-hmm.
oh, never mind. It's just your fundamental that gets carried over until you get the next level of them up. But that would give one weapon with fire. But it's up to you.
I mean, if y'all want to go with offense, I would be happy to have that.
Do you have any weapons runes equipped right now?
I do.
Would you have to unequip a weapons rune to put a fire rune on? Or can you just keep stacking?
No, hold on. I'll explain.
Okay, sorry.
At least I think I will.
Boop.
Okay. A +1 weapon can have one property rune. The striking is a fundamental rune, so it does not count against that. So he could have a +1 striking, flaming, whatever.
I'm not gonna say no.
Put it on.
Mock's hammer already does some sort of damage like that, right? Acid or something?
think so.
Yeah, I believe Mock has acid.
That was because of his barbarian subtype, right?
Could be acid and on fire?
That sounds painful.
No,
That's
because
horrible.
it's still only +1, so it couldn't have a second.
I'll take it if y'all don't want to double up on armor.
My strategy is to not get hit. So, and that's been working okay for me so far.
It has. You've done really well with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Not doing great at a lot of other things, but I am definitely not getting hit as much as I could be. So yeah, take the fire room. And then just kill stuff before it hits me.
It's a team effort.
Mm-hmm. Takes a village.
Figure if it has
It
to
takes a
concentrate
village to
on.
burn a child.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
my goodness. Okay, now that we're
Do I
roomed
need
up,
to drag the rune?
How do I find it?
Well, it's in the party sheet.
I was wondering if that's where you dropped it. All right. I'm going.
It might have to edit the weapon to put it on. I don't know. Mock should know. He's went very quiet.
I hit the mute button because I was chewing on things and I was sitting there like, hello? It's always going to be a problem. I'm always going to do it. I'm calling it. I mean, I feel like we don't have that much money. It'd be nice to pick up some extra, like, potions and stuff. I'm pretty happy with the amount of runes and stuff I got right now. Like, I'm not stressing about that. Then I think there was one that I was looking at before. But, for lack of a better description, it costs a dragon sword. It's not cheap.
What elixirs are you looking for?
You know, I was just gonna say more of those really good health potions.
how much are heal moderate? 50 gold?
No. There is minor for 3, lesser for 30, moderate for 150. So you can afford the lessers.
We have 2 moderates in the party stash. So you said lesser is 30?
A piece, yeah.
I'm gonna buy a lesser just to have on hand. Or I'd like to. I think I had a moderate and I
Do you have
poured it
money?
down.
Or do you want to come out of the party sheet?
Maybe I won't. I only have 12 gold.
You can come out of the party sheet.
How about I pay my 12 and then the other 18 comes out of the party?
I'll pay
So
you
we're not-
Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Or you could get several of them.
What say we buy as many of the lesser heal and keep them on hand so that just in case.
Who wants to roll the diplomacy?
I
I already rolled diplomacy.
Different vendor.
Okay. Rolling again.
Actually, the fearsome rune would be kind of cool. Although that relies on
Get it.
crits.
Get it.
It's not a bad price either. It's only 160 normally.
You can't
Yeah,
put a
money.
price on greatness.
No, it says right here greatness is about 14,000 gold pieces.
Okay, Ma can't put a price on greatness. And I refuse to.
And principal is about 4 gold pieces.
You now have 11 gold.
Okay, quick question here. Is it better to have the elixir of life in our inventory or keep it in the party stash?
If you give them around to people, then if they have to apply it, great. If not, then they got to come over, dig through a bag, and get it.
Yep. Okay. So there's 6 total in here. I'm going to take one of... How do I take one?
There are 2 moderates and 4 lesser.
I'm going to take one of the lesser. Well, wait. Yep.
You should be able to drag one to your inventory.
And I'm looking at my inventory. I have a wand of heal, but I don't think I can use that. Contains a single spell. Is that something a wizard needs to use, or I can give it to Pengu?
That would have to be somebody that can actually cast the spell heal.
Well, I can't do that, so I shouldn't have this. Does anybody want it?
To Desarius?
Now, that means your class. So is that a spell that your class can cast? Not necessarily that you have it, but can your class cast it?
That brings up an interesting point about the wand of fireballs, because isn't there like different schools or something of psychic, and one of them does have the fireball on its list?
But they had to be of that school.
Okay, just checking. That's what I figured. And school's probably not the right word, but
Yeah, any character. Well, okay. I shouldn't listen to that. That's probably not correct. Well, I have had it and I have not used it. So does anybody want it?
I mean,
I'll take it.
I was
All
gonna
right,
say,
I'm
I'm pretty
moving
sure
it to party
Desarius.
stash. If you want to take
Yeah,
it
like
from there.
Fireball is arcane and primal traditions. So if you were an arcane caster or a primal caster. Heal is divine or primal.
All right, well, the Ceres has it now and it's in better hands.
And when you're casting from the wands, it's got to be on your spell list, which would be like arcane for a wizard, or heal would fall under, divine or primal. The other thing is they use your spell attack modifier and your spell DC. So it's not like, oh, this is a level 1. No, it's whatever yours with your current level.
Doesn't the wand specify that it could only be cast from rank 1?
Yeah, let me look. That depends on the wand. Like that one, if it's a level 3, is a rank 1. If it was level 5, it would be rank 2. If it's level 7, it's rank 3. So if you want to look through things and say, hey, I'm not going to use X, Y, or Z, you can sell them and get money, and then get an upgraded wand if you want it. Or you could buy a totally separate wand that was at a higher level. Does Arius have like a staff of healing?
Yep.
So yeah, if you wanted a backup, rank 2 wand is 160, a rank 3 wand is 360, and a rank 4 is 700.
I believe I'll make do.
But, if you look through your consumables, if there's stuff that you go, we probably won't use this, now's your time to sell it, right?
There's probably a couple that we won't end up using.
I mean, there's Bottled Omen.
Burst of insight into your immediate future. I mean, usually that's danger, and we usually just walk right into it, so we could probably stand to get rid of those.
Stuff you could use but you never do is like Cheetah Elixir, Eagle Eye.
Ooh, Scroll of Advanced Scurvy. We could probably stand to get rid of that one. Feather token.
Dragon Turtle Scale. There's a Sea Touch Elixir. There's a Cold Iron Blanch, and you already have Cold Iron weapons. Although Tengu could use that on bolts. But, several scrolls.
I say we dump the Bottled Omens. Stellar Radiance gives a nimbus of blazing starlight that lasts for 1 minute for a 20-foot radius. We could probably stand to get rid of those as well.
Tell me what you want rid of.
I say let's get rid of the Bottled Omen, definitely. And that'll give us 40 gold.
No.
Or I'm sorry, that's what it's worth. It'll give us 20?
Yeah, more likely.
Okay. Getting rid of 2 stellar radiance would give us 12 gold.
I mean, I'm just saying if you guys want to get an upgraded wand. If you don't want that, then that's fine.
Yeah, we can.
I mean,
We
we
can
may
hold
as
on
well
to
get
this
rid of
stuff as
some of this
well.
stuff too. So, do you want an upgraded wand? If we can get up to that, Desarius?
Maybe not right
I mean, you're already a healing machine.
now. That is the thing I do.
All right,
Okay, so
maybe-
let's just hold on to the consumables for right now. You think?
That's up to y'all.
Okay, let's hold on to it for right now. We'll find another vendor eventually.
Okay, so who do we have to see? Do we have to see Dr. Is it Dr. Riddleson that we have to meet here?
That's who you're supposed to meet.
Huh.
Okay. Do we know where he is, or do we have to ask around?
You know where the mansion is.
Oh, okay.
Didn't
He's got a
Maybe
mansion
that
up here?
dollar short.
It's on the north side of the university.
Well, should we be
All right,
off
Peggy,
to
lead
see
the way.
Dr. Riddleson? Here we come.
A few blocks north of Leppenstad University, the manor grounds are enclosed in Gothic wrought iron fence, through which access is possible by a single large gate. The gate is open during the day and closed and locked at night. As you enter through the gate, a gravel path leads up to the manor's courtyard, which is decorated with a mossy fountain featuring several water-spitting ibises carved from the stone. As you approach the front door, it opens, and a gentleman several of you recognize steps out. It's Ulwin Kavorak. He is the major domo for the manor.
Domo arigato.
We're here to see Dr. Riddleson.
That's his name. Dr. Riddleson sends his regrets that he cannot personally greet you at this time. He's currently engaged in an important matter off-site, but plans to return in a few days hence. In the interim, he's asked me to inform you that Riddleson Manor is yours to treat as home. You are not alone in waiting for the doctor's return. You'll find several of your fellows within these walls as well. Until he returns, the doctor encourages you all to rest, relax, and converse with your fellows. But first, if you'll accompany me, I'll show you to your rooms.
This is sketchy.
Sakiyuchi, Snowy Owl, is with you. She is marked as a gatewalker. Her friends are staying at an inn within Leppenstadt.
Is something wrong with that?
Oh no, just more people that are gatewalkers, and Snowy Owl can't come with us, and
No, she
He's
did
not
come with
here.
you. Her friends did not.
are they? Does Snowy Owl get to stay with us in the manor, or does she have to go into town? She should stay
No,
with us.
she can stay with you because
Okay.
she's marked as a gatewalker.
Oh.
Her friends are not, so they would not stay. They have taken up residence at the Iron Hag Inn in town.
So the other people that are staying are gatewalkers as well, then?
Yes.
Okay.
Do they have their own Snowy Owls?
No. From previous visits, you know the lower floor contains lounges, a ballroom, a library, a conservatory, a dining room, a kitchen, the servants' quarters, and several bathrooms. The upper floor consists of bedrooms and bathrooms. There are enough rooms for you each to have your own room.
Cozy time.
So, is there a particular place where everybody is congregating, or are they just all over the first floor, or where are our fellow gatewalkers now?
Where
They-
my gatewalkers at?
You'll have to explore the house to find them.
And
Ah,
is the guy still here? What is Dr. Riddleson doing?
He had some experiments he was doing off-site.
Can we go see him off site?
I'm sorry, I don't know where that is.
is there a map of the first floor that we can?
Nope.
Oh dear.
Hey, Pengu, is anything odd?
I think I have to enter a room.
Well,
Okay,
that is
so
true.
we're-
You didn't enter. You swaggered in.
So is there anything odd about this first room that we're in? This entry, foyer, whatever.
No.
Okay.
Any
So,
unusual magic?
No. You know this was Riddleson's family's manor house.
okay. So from the list that you read off, can we pop into the first room to see if there's anybody else there?
I mean, what do you want to do? You have, there's staff, there's gatewalkers, and then you have the manor house. Do you want to do anything? You want to rest? What do you want to do?
I'm going to the library.
Love to
Get out
socialize.
and talk to people.
Okay. Desarius is going to the library. Who else is doing what?
Mock is going to socialize, make new friends, tell stories.
Where's Mott going? Is he trying to do it with the staff that he sees walking around? What?
With the other gatewalkers.
Well, you're not sure where they're at, so where do you want to go?
Mock, this is an accurate depiction of Mock's train of thought. It's like, I want to talk with people, and then the inner intelligence in his head going, well, where are the people? I should ask the staff.
Yeah.
See where the other gatewalkers are.
The dream is collapsing. Must kill.
All right, so Mock's going to talk with the staff. There's Gagneto. What are you going to do?
I'm going to talk to the staff as well.
Gotta
Okay.
tag along.
But when I talk to, I guess I'm gonna am I still with? Are we still with the major domo?
No, he's taking you to your room. So you're upstairs, and you each have a different room. So Desarius wants to go to the library. Are all the rest of you going to go randomly hunt staff, or what?
Just hunt them down.
You have a whole house you can deal with, or you can rest, relax, go find food. What do you want to do?
I want to find the other gatewalkers, so I guess I'm with Pengu and Omak, asking the staff, where are they, and can we go talk to them, and can you take us there?
Relaxation? In this economy?
I mean, we listed the rooms, so if you want to explore, you're about as likely as finding them that way.
To the conservatory.
I'll tag along quietly.
With who?
The folks going to the observatory.
That's just me at this point.
So is Mock still hunting a servant?
Unless someone else finds other gatewalkers that is nice enough to tell me where to go.
And Pingu, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ask for a list of the rooms again.
It's on the chat.
It is.
A library, a conservatory, a dining
there it
room,
is.
a kitchen, servants' quarters, several bathrooms, lounges, and a ballroom. Actually, I fibbed. I'm going to go to the lounge. Ulf, come with me.
Change direction with her.
Okay.
Basically, advanced babysitting.
Pingu.
Okay, so Mathana and Ulf are going there. I'm gonna go to the conservatory, I think, then.
One second. Desarius, you make your way into the library,
Yes.
which seems to be well equipped. You see another person perusing books. It is a Tianjia man, somewhat elderly. He looks up as you come in. He does not look like a servant.
Erasmus, greetings upon you, stranger.
Well, hello. My name is Takuzo. And you would be?
I'm known in many circles as Desarius.
And what brings you here this evening?
Well, as I imagine most are in these parts nowadays, we're all waiting on the doctor, so I don't know what could be in the library, but I figured I'd have a perusal.
It's an excellent library for research. And quite stimulation for the mind.
Having sex with the books.
I can see I'm a bit spoiled for choice. Have any recommendations?
It depends on what you would like to read about, what you want to research. I can help you navigate this place. It was somewhat of my profession long ago.
Is that so? Would you happen to know anything about, Osoyo the Black Frostwell?
Let's see.
Just stood up straight. Or sat up straight. Oh, and got his big dice.
Oh no.
I think I know an area where we can look for information. You want to roll me an occultism check? You do have also the option of rolling diplomacy. in dealing with the gatewalkers.
Okay.
Um, you'll find some very remote references, nothing very specific. I think history has long since forgotten something that was prior to Starfall.
Tragic.
So where did Mahana go?
We went to the lounge.
As you enter the lounge, you see a female human. She has an astrolabe and is sitting near the windows looking at the stars.
Hi, I'm Maddie. This is Ulf. You're a gatewalker?
Yes, my name is Lunja. What brings you here this eve?
Well, we're here to see Dr. Riddleson. Ulf and I haven't met him before, I don't think.
Point.
But amnesia seems to run pretty hard through our party, so...
Oh, it does for us all, at least about certain things.
What brings you here?
I too am waiting to see him. I finished my mission that he sent me on.
What was your mission?
It was investigating a small town several days to the south.
What did you find?
Not very much. Strange goings on, but more of a haunting than probably something to do with the missing moment.
How long have you been waiting for Dr. Riddleson?
Just a day. I seem to have missed him by a mere few hours.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yes, evidently he comes around about once a week.
What kind of experiments is he working on?
I can't say. I haven't seen him in several months.
Is he nice?
Nice enough. I mean, he is a doctor.
But like medical doctor or philosophy doctor?
University.
Okay.
Yes, look, Lunja is middle-aged human Garundi woman.
I'm not sure what a Garundi woman is. Can I roll something for that?
Sure, society.
Okay.
She's from the Mwangi Expanse. It's a jungle area well to the southwest, on a different continent, no less. Dark of complexion.
Hold on a second. I'm looking.
Is there something you would like to discuss with her?
I'm not sure.
That's how I always feel.
You could always lead with diplomacy then.
I wanted to try read the air. Oh, that gives me a stat bonus to diplomacy. So. Oh, to make an impression? I don't even know what that means. Yep, I'll do a diplomacy check. Boop. Ulf, you should do one too.
Okay.
Ulf, you'll be talking to Lunja, which I guess I should spell her name for you.
Okay.
And that one's for Desarius. You've talked to Lunja for a couple of hours now, and you'll find out from her that Professor Riddleson, from her understanding, has been working on an off-site project for quite a while. He's gone, like she said, for a week at a time. Evidently, he interviews whatever gatewalkers have returned in that time, after which they go out on another assignment, or they're released to go back to their previous lives.
How many other gatewalkers are here right now?
There's 4.
Have you ever
Mom,
seen more?
Wait, am I in the same room as them?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, there's 4 here right now. She doesn't know of who was here last week, other than that they come and go.
Okay. Thank you.
You're going around speaking with the staff. You think, some treat you indifferently, some treat you well, some might seem skittish around you. And you're talking to a number of them. You have an option for how you want to speak with them. You can try diplomacy, you can try deception, or you can try intimidation.
But I don't know why I'd be mean to him.
It all
Because you can.
depends. That,
because
or
I'm a
you're
plus
an
1 in
orc.
diplomacy. So maybe it is in his mind he's trying to be diplomatic, but the way it comes out is intimidating.
That is possible.
It'd be really helpful if you helped me out and gave me answers. Crunch,
I mean-
crunch.
You get to speak with a number of them, trying to learn things. They are quite busy. You think the house in overall is very understaffed for the size and the amount of guests.
Did you say over or under?
Very
Over.
under.
Under, sorry.
Nonetheless, Mox will probably end up approaching one, and while meaning to be nice, probably doesn't. Still sounds a bit gruff and maybe a little bit spooky, given the fact of he's a little bit of a giant. Kind of walks up to us. I've been really wondering here. It feels like you all are short-staffed. Am I seeing things with that?
No, you're not. Unfortunately, the manor hasn't fared well. Not since most of the family died several years ago.
Oh, well, that's a darn shame. What happened with that?
I really don't know.
That's a little bit of a pickle.
But you're going around, you're speaking to different ones, you're trying to gather information so you can make your check.
I guess we'll go with intimidation because I don't think I'm going to get anything with a +1 diplomacy.
You got a lot of knowledge I need
Me-
there, boy.
Me accidentally being like Mox getting frustrated, being like he's having to talk to too many people in his social batteries going to like, I just want to talk to people and it's feeling really frustrating right now. It's just-
Why can't you just tell me what I want to know?
What do you want to know? I don't know.
You have cornered one of the younger maids.
Cornered, he says.
I don't like the wording of that already.
And you're learning from her that she thinks Ulwin has been acting very strange lately. He's uncharacteristically quiet, reserved, and very strict on the servants.
Owen's the first name of the doctor, right? Or am I having a stroke with names again?
Head of house.
He is the
Head of
major
house.
domo.
Okay. It's quiet. Man, I wish I was smart enough to know what that means.
Roll society.
Oh, yes, my -1 society.
You got this.
You rolled a natural 20.
Yes, which is why I know the next one isn't going to be good.
But that's what makes it even funnier.
True.
Actually, it would be a sense motive.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
do I have that?
Yeah, I have to figure out what sense motive is in the new one.
I'd imagine. Well, maybe it's related to what...
I think it's perception, but give me a second.
Oh, perception's not bad. I'm decent at that.
It is a blind perception.
Yeah, we can do that. As soon as I stop being stupid and remember where the perception button is. There it is. I've not had to roll perception in forever.
We haven't had to kill something in like 30 minutes.
Good. It's nice to get a break every now and then. I have so many fantastical stories to tell, and I feel like you've told half of them to you guys already, and that's just a waste of good stories at that point.
Pingu, you went to the
Conservatory.
conservatory?
Yep.
As you enter the conservatory, you see a very intense-looking gnome with bright yellow hair and several tattoos of strange runes along their arms and necks.
Oh, I'm... hello, fellow gatewalker. I'm Pengu.
Hello, fellow children.
Well, hello. I'm Vaxtervin.
Oh, there it is. Facts. I take it you're waiting for Dr. Riddleson as well?
Oh, yes. I think several of us are at the moment.
Is this your first time making it to the manor, or?
Oh, I haven't been here in quite a while now. I've been ghost hunting.
Ghost hunting?
Yes. The runes help me hunt ghost. He'll motion towards the runes on him.
Did you find anything interesting that this is our first time being here?
You've been here.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you come
That's
from
true.
here?
I think
I did get to put down a few ghosts on the trip.
but didn't learn anything new?
Nothing
About
that
the-
pertained to the missing moment, no.
I'm not sure how much we learned either. But I'd be
think-
curious. Do you know if he's planning, since there's, well, I mean, I'm sure that there's what is his name? Owen said that there were several people here now. Have you met the others?
Oh, yes, they're scattered about. We're each just doing our own thing. We
Does
have
he usually
things that we prefer.
Have you noticed anything strange going on this time being back?
I don't know. Strange in what way?
Different than last time you were back?
No. Not in that sense. Owen's still here, the staff's here. Understaffed as always.
Can I use my that's odd? I'm just gonna look around the room. Can I use that's odd feat?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to roll something?
You haven't noticed anything odd in here.
Okay. Well,
Now that's odd.
truly. What have you been doing the past few days? I mean, since you got here. I don't know how long you've actually been.
I've been relaxing. Gaining my strength for the next time I meet another ghost.
Do you go out by yourself?
Normally.
I wonder if he'll meet with us all at once or just individually.
I don't know. I hear he has small groups.
Well, if you hear anything interesting, let me know. I'll do the same.
Been speaking with him for a while. You think you could do diplomacy
Okay.
or religion?
Definitely not religion.
We've each have spent your first couple of hours in the manor. What would you like to do now?
Can I poke on over to the ballroom and see if anybody's in there?
Sure.
I want to go to the conservatory.
Okay. Ulf? You what?
I'll follow the conservatory.
Mock? He must be eating.
He's investigating the bathroom.
Fuck. I did it again. God damn it. Sorry, one more time. I keep forgetting I swapped microphones too, so you guys probably can't even hear me chewing either.
No, we can't hear you chewing.
You can or you can't?
Can't.
You're not.
So why in the fuck am I muting my microphone then?
I don't
Sorry,
know.
one more time. I've got my brain of thought got thrown off.
What would you like to do now?
Right. So, is that Maitre D running around the old?
You can speak to Olwen if you like.
Olwyn. I've been trying to say Ultron.
Yeah, the major domo.
think so
Desarius,
too.
what would you like to do?
Well, it's time to go on a killing spree. No.
Oh no.
Wait, Pengu, did you go to the ballroom?
Yes.
Good, that's where the balls are.
Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her.
Come here. Yep.
So where would you like to go, Desarius, or do?
I suppose I'll head to the ballroom too.
All right, Mock, you can find Olwen. What would you like to discuss with him?
I think you're still muted. Or you're not there.
Well, it's time to go on a killing spree.
I did it again. God. I just. Hold on. Stop hitting the mute button. Stop hitting the mute button. Stop hitting the mute button.
Well, it's time to kill the mute button.
Do I have sticky notes? I must be having a fucking stroke today. I'm sorry.
Well, at least they're not strokey notes.
Oh dear.
Sounds like he should go to the ballroom.
I'm gonna keep my left hand away from my left ear for the rest of this session. That way I cannot accidentally mute myself. Well, I guess it's on purpose, because I was doing it to chew, even though I don't need to.
He's just stroking.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm stroking it. Anyways, yeah, if we can track down the Metro D. What's the difference between a Metro D and Metro Domo? Is that
Major
just
D
Major Domo
charge
is
of
in charge of the
restaurant.
house. He controls the staff, he controls entrance to the house, he controls who gets to see the lord of the house.
right?
Head butler.
Didn't know the term was Metro Domo for that. Anyways, it's like if we're able to track him down, Mock is going to do his best Jim Bro personality bit that you all know and love. Hey, I've heard you've been a little bit down there, friend. Is everything all right? Good diet, getting fresh air, having a little bit of workout. Does wonders.
Impromptu killing sprees.
No.
Unless you are.
I mean, fighting's technically a workout.
He will start talking with you and conversing with you at length about different subjects.
Ooh.
He typically will divert away from himself. But what form of check would you like to make?
I mean, we're probably gonna have to go. It's gonna have to be intimidation if we want anything to happen. So it's gonna be like, you better be taking care of yourself now. I'm hearing people are worried about you, and that's not good. If I need to do something to make sure you're feeling better, I will. Trust me. It's both a promise and a threat. I will help you get better.
He will, speak to you a little bit about the manor. He's somewhat worried about it because it has seen better days. The family itself was wealthy, but since Dr. Riddleson took control of the estate 2 years ago, he's reduced the money for upkeep and retaining staff to a bare minimum,
Making things a little bit more difficult.
which makes it very difficult for the major domo, who is responsible for everything.
But why is he reducing the amount of money for?
It's his prerogative as Lord.
I mean, this is his like primary home, isn't it? Am I
Yeah.
misunderstanding that part?
No, it is, but
You,
I can't do anything about. I have to deal with what he gives me.
I mean, I've never had a big mansion. We lived in mud huts out in the desert, me and my family, but still, we had the proper manhandling to
Whoa.
deal with the day-to-day problems. Must be something weird going on if he's not giving enough means to the end to keep his own homestead up and running. Takes a lot of hands, both for cleaning, maintaining,
Throwing.
the other ends.
You can roll a perception check.
I think the word is chorin.
Charring. Doing a little bit of charring.
You're speaking to the major domo at length for a couple of hours now. You don't know what's going on with him, but he almost seems, when you're trying to get information about certain areas, that it's almost like his responses are controlled or automated.
And his hand slowly creeps toward the bone saw. He, for some reason, keeps it aside.
Yo, that's wild. Try it.
Mahana,
Mhm.
you have found a lively yellow-haired gnome.
Wait, did somebody already see this one?
Mhm.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, but well, would you know that though?
Nope. When you enter, you see a lively gnome. He's covered in runes and seems to be doing some martial, not really training, but more of movement training. Not really like hitting anything. It's just like how you would see.
Like Tai Chi style stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to stand at a distance and I'm going to say, "Hi, friend.
Well, hello, brethren. How are you?
I'm doing okay. So are you here to see the professor as well? Or doctor, professor, person?"
Yeah. Yes. I'm afraid we'll have to wait for a while, but he'll show up eventually.
How long have you been waiting for?
Oh, only a matter of hours.
Are you here by yourself?
Yes. I recently got back from dealing with a ghost.
What kind
I'm
of
a
ghost?
ghost hunter.
Ooh, that sounds creepy. How'd you get into ghost hunting?
Well, it's something interesting and keeps me vibrant and colorful.
So it's not something new since the Gatewalker thing happened?
Oh no. It is a calling. But the professor has put it to use. We'll see if any information I have proves useful to him or not. He sifts
What have
through
you found?
things. I was dealing with a ghost.
What kind of ghost?
The kind that goes boo and tries to rip your eyes out.
Wow.
Oh, those are scary ghosts. Have you met the professor before?
Not in a while.
How long have you been on your mission?
Oh, probably a couple of months. I go from place to place.
You by yourself?
Typically, yes.
We're with a party. Although we kind of stumbled into ours.
Well, that's good. There's safety in numbers, especially when it comes to the undead.
Alright, I've got nothing else. Ulf, questions?
I think you covered it.
Pickpocket?
Pickpocket. Ooh.
Peek around, steal stuff.
This would be diplomacy or religion. Ulf, want to try?
Well, that answers that question. Ulf, you should try.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I just clicked every button but the one I wanted to.
I hate that.
Mahana, you're talking with the gnome, and he will mention that Dr. Riddleson is extremely eccentric. I know every time I spoke to him in the past, he leaves me somewhat unsettled.
Oh.
I can't put more of a finger on it. Although I do know that he has recently came into an interest of moonstones.
Do moonstones have any kind of significance to you as a ghost hunter?
No. But he did request if we came across any in our travels to let him know, and he would reimburse us for getting them for him. Or he would send someone to collect them with payment.
That's strange. I'll have to check with my party and see if we were told the same. Because we haven't been looking for moonstones.
I would imagine it depends on where you're at. If you're where there's a lot of towns and people, then perhaps. If you're in the middle of the
we've been to places
woods,
with towns and people, and been in woods, and been in demon areas, and been in aqueducts with demons in them, and
then probably not places where there would be many moonstones to purchase.
interesting thought, though. Ulf, any other questions?
Pingu and Tazarius, you meet each other at the ballroom. Other than you, the ballroom is currently empty. Is there anything you would like to discuss?
Learn anything interesting, Desarius?
This place is dreadful. The staff are attentive, the food is delicious, and real hardworking, and downright pleasant. The staff are obviously overworked. I hate it here. I'd rather be fighting those zombie dragon again.
I've heard there's 4 people. I've only met one. How about you?
Oh, I've only met the one in the library.
Okay, well, should we try another room and see if we can find someone else?
Are you going to tell him? Are you going to tell him where you found yours?
Oh, I met a little gnome in the conservatory. named Vaxterin, a ghost hunter, covered in runes. Little strange, but I'm curious to see what the other. I tried to see what information that she had, but didn't get too much. I was hoping that maybe I could meet at least one other person.
Okay, you two met up outside the ballroom, sorry. There is
Okay.
one person. Once you finish your discussion, there is a person in the ballroom.
Ooh!
Get him.
I'm gonna peek in. Oh, somebody's here. Do you want to come with me, or do you want to go find another room? Or
Let's see. Mr. Ice pokes his head in. Excuse me, sir, madam, would you be interested in a fight to the death?
not that way. My friend is kidding here. Hello, I'm
Thank you for ruining the
Pingu.
joke.
They could be nervous.
You will see a male half elf who had already reached for a sword. He's dressed in muted colors, and there are a number of large ledgers of hand-drawn maps scattered about the floor in the ballroom.
Ooh.
He seems to be adding information to them.
Have we caught you at an improper time? Shall we come back?
No. Come in. I'm a Sandian.
I'm Desirus, and this is my compatriot Pengu, of indeterminable sex.
What?
Indeterminable sex.
Ah,
It's hard to tell. A lot of feathers.
Well, it is a Tengu of some form.
Yes, well, I haven't bothered to check in between all the rounds of managing. What have you got there?
Maps of my travels.
Ooh, it looks like you've been many places.
Yes, cartography is my love. And what brings you here? And where might have you been?
Much the same as I imagine half of the house at this point. We're all waiting around for Dr. Middleton.
Yes. Hopefully he sends me someplace new.
What kind of places have you been so far? Hush.
I've been to the mountains in the west, towards Belkston.
Well, it sounds a
Anything
lot more
interesting?
pleasant than the Shadow Realm and a different planet entirely. I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, a different planet, you say? And the Shadow Realms?
Yes, we happened upon some heinous fey creature known as Kanipo, who apparently was causing an Inubliate curse. After defeating him, it turned out the way that we came in was inaccessible, and the only place we could find to go out ended into a new planet entirely. Very strange.
now that you say it, it sounds kind of made up, doesn't it?
He's looking at us like
he's interested in your tales and where you landed when you returned. You can deal with him with diplomacy or survival, and if you wish to use survival, you get a bonus.
ooh.
That's kind of nice, because my survival and my diplomacy are the same value.
Mine are not.
I try to search everything, do maps. Did you know that there's a basement level to the manor?
What?
I was not informed of such, no.
Yeah, the serving staff are only allowed in areas below the kitchen where the wine cellar and storerooms are. But I understand there's a basement somewhere below the library where Dr. Riddleson takes the gatewalkers. Anyway,
Oh no.
I'll check that out.
Basement of
I
horrors.
think
Evidently,
whatever
that's where
happens
his-
in a secret basement.
but he will grill you about your locations and when you were up north. So he will try and add landmarks where you can describe areas to him. So he's very excited about it.
I'd imagine.
So at this point, you're getting on into the evening, and they're going to serve dinner.
But which one of the party members is dinner?
None.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, but you all get to see each other plus the other 4 gatewalkers. At least you can put names and faces together. And discussing with your group, you can find where you think each other resides, the other gatewalkers reside. So, dinner is quite good, and the staff does their best to keep you well fed and happy. What would you all like to do after dinner?
not die.
No promises.
I think somebody who is very sneaky might want to go look at the secret basement.
But we have none of those.
Are you thinking woman suit or human centipede?
Ugh. God, I never thought I would hope for a woman suit, but woman suit?
I'm down for reconnoitering.
We all know it'll just be 3 goblins in a trench coat.
Nice.
You're not
But-
sure how to get there yet.
Connoitering if we haven't done it yet.
You're not really sure how to get there.
All we know is that it's below the library. We don't know if the access is from the library, adjacent to below the library, a secret door, or your mom's
so we
house.
know.
But
So
the servant mentioned the kitchen, and I think that's a place none of us have been yet. Is that right?
So if you wish to get together and discuss everything you've learned with each other, you're more than
Absolutely
yes.
welcome.
not. I'm going to be in effervescent terror and going to help nobody at all. Good thing it's opposite day.
Tell us what you know. I just, I couldn't get the image out of my head of Mock being like a big guy like Dave Bautista with a really low voice, and even when he's being nice, you can't help but to be intimidated.
Mhm.
It's easier than trying to put in the effort to be diplomatic. Just talk in a manner that sounds friendly enough, even if it scares them.
So we share our information,
Yes.
and most interestingly, we've heard that there's a basement level. I don't know how reliable this Asandian is, but there's a basement level somewhere.
And is Snowy Owl with us?
She's up in her room.
Huh, okay. Has she been doing anything, or is she just doing her own thing?
You don't know. You all went off to do your own things.
Oh, well. I guess we're the assholes. But too late for that. So
I'm not apologizing.
I mean, I'm not either, but we could go ask. But I think we all know that Snowy Owl is living in her own world now, and
Yeah.
Become friends with one god and your whole world changes.
yeah, give up your name and anyway. So we haven't been to the kitchen, is that right?
You
Is that
haven't
the one place
explored
we
the
all haven't
manor.
been?
You haven't explored the manor. No.
So we've gone to the lounge, the ballroom, the library, the conservatory.
So what all do you know?
I mean, we know that they were into, or the doctor's into moonstones. Were you guys asked to look for moonstones?
What?
Nope.
No.
First time I'm hearing about that.
Unless referring to the Arches.
And there's 4 gatewalkers here. We met 2. A gnome with a yellow-haired gnome with a bunch of tattoos, and the other one.
The Garundi woman?
Yes. So that's the 2 we met.
The gnome is into ghost hunting. The Garundi
Yes.
woman is into astronomy.
Yep. And the ghost hunter was asked to look for moonstones, but the lady with the astrolabe did not make any mention of that. Were the people you guys talking to tasked with finding anything? Other than ghosts?
The half-elf was into cartography. He's making maps there. When we met him, he had them all over the floor of the ballroom.
Takuzo, who we found in the library, only alluded that he used to work in the library beforehand.
Well, he was a librarian in his younger days. Not
So we-
necessarily here.
I didn't exactly pry.
So we've met all of the other gatewalkers here, because there's 4, and that's 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Omok talked with the servants and then was with the major domo, and we know that the place is short-staffed. That the doctor has not been paying everybody adequately to keep the house up to date, and that his answers were kind of weird.
Oh, that sounds dreadful.
And we know that there's a secret basement. And we know that there's one room we haven't been in. We haven't explored the bathrooms.
So, Mock, what was your take on the major domo?
I mean, it's gonna sound weird. Imagine if when you went to say something, somebody else said the thing, but it still came out of your mouth, even though that's not what you're trying to. It's got a little weird vibe like that.
Like some form of mind control?
Oh, does mind control do that?
Sometimes.
Certainly can.
Oh, spooky and weird.
You know,
Why would
if
they
there
do that?
if there isn't enough staff here, we could, while they're cleaning up after dinner, we could probably poke around and they wouldn't really notice.
Did anybody see anything like a secret passage in any of the doors or any of the rooms that they went to?
No.
I didn't exactly bother checking in between reading.
So were
The
we
kitchen.
just in the dining room now when we
Yes.
had dinner?
Yes.
Okay, so we've been there too. So the rooms that we haven't been to are the kitchen and the servants' quarters.
Oh, I thought Mock had gone to the servants' quarters when he was talking to the servants.
Oh, maybe.
Is that correct?
He had cornered a maid.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
just kind of harassing people.
Yeah.
So what would Desarius like to do now?
Well, time to go on a killing spree.
All right. Do it.
Of the larder.
I believe in you.
So you're going to try to explore?
Yes.
All right. What would Mock like to do?
Is there still... I wonder if I could get any more info out of somebody by being nice but accidentally intimidating them.
Are you going to try with a staff again? They seem to be the ones that intimidation works on.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any new faces on the staff. Maybe now that it's evening, they have a different shift come on. We can give that a go.
Mahana, what would you like to do?
Mock.
Yes. There was a weird pause here, and I feel like I missed something.
Either that or she muted herself.
Oh, you know what?
all I did,
All right, you know.
the voice. Just want to point out the timing of that was, Mathana, what do you want to do? Mock? And then just nothing. There's no. It's like.
Okay, can
I mean,
you
come
hear
on
me?
to right now. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, good. Sorry, I said I will follow Mock, so... That
So
is
you're going
what
to
I
try and corner another staff person?
I thought I would be like, this is Mock, he's actually quite nice.
Are you going on your own? Are you going to try and corner another person? Or are you going to follow him around?
To wingman or not to wingman?
So, okay, so we think the Major Domo is being controlled somehow, and if I detect magic saying as much, that's just going to confirm or deny it, and I'm just going to believe what Mock says, so...
Well, you can try if you wish. You can...
No. I'm going to follow Mock. But Ulf, I think you should be Sneaky Snake.
Where?
Do the kitchens. I really feel like... Wait, hold on. Where's Desarius going?
The kitchens.
Okay.
Well, you're pretty much
other
searching
place
the
is
house.
servants' quarters, so maybe you go be Sneaky Snake in the servants' quarters while Desarius is checking out the kitchens?
Or you both just search the house. It's called search the house.
Oh, then you could do that. But be
Sounds
sneaky.
good.
Pingu?
I would like to specifically go to the library because somebody implied that there's something under the library, and I want to use the that's odd, or maybe not that's odd. There's
Okay.
I have a feat, something like I can. Where is it?
Okay, Desarius, you are exploring the manor. You started in the kitchen so you could get you some more cheese and crackers.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
Perception check from you.
No. I'm awful at these.
Ulf,
Yes.
you're also exploring.
Yes.
Perception for you. I mean, neither of you are finding anything hidden. You know, there is, the wine cellar and the storerooms and stuff, but you're not finding other things.
Speak for
Mock.
yourself. This cheese is delicious.
Hello.
You're going around. Mahana's trying to follow you around. And you're
You are
Playing-
walking, I am sprinting.
you're playing good cop, bad cop with the staff you meet over the next couple of hours. They can't talk with you long, but you're trying to get a general bit of information.
Good cop, bad cop, except the bad cop is also trying to be the good cop. He's just really bad at it.
So
Good cop, bad cop, rad cop, and sad cop.
you have deception, diplomacy, or intimidations checks for you two.
Okay.
I'm gonna hazard a guess which one I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna go. Boom. Diplomacy.
Good cop.
I'm
bad
going to do
cop.
intimidation. What's a big beefy guy gotta do around here to find out the things that are going down? Because everyone seems sad and I don't like it.
Yeah, their staff seems kind of busy after dinner because they're trying to get everything cleaned up and hide all the cheese and crackers since somebody seems to be hoarding them.
Can I offer to help?
You can help, but you don't learn anything at this time.
Okay, I'm gonna help anyway.
Pingu.
I could help.
Oh, we're helping.
Perception?
Well, you enter the library, and as Desarius said, there is an elderly Tianxia man there.
Oh, he's still here.
Wasn't he at dinner?
Well, all of the Gatewalkers were at dinner, but he's came back to the room that he prefers.
Oh, hey, Tezuko, how are you doing?
Oh, well, how are you?
Fine. I just thought that it sounded like this was an interesting room, and I wanted to just take a peek around. So I'm looking around, kind of running my hands along the bookshelves, like I'm making like I'm looking for a specific, like what kind of titles are here, and seeing if I can see or feel any kind of latch or doorway or anything.
I'm just giggling at. This seems interesting, said the penguin in the trench coat.
Ooh, look at this!
He will speak with you for a while as you're roaming around looking at different books, not really pulling anything, you're just looking at them. He seems somewhat interested in the occult from what you can see of what he's reading. So you can do occultism or diplomacy. Did you know that Edward is the last of his line?
Oh, I wonder what happens if something happens to him on all these misadventures.
Well, his family was involved in an unfortunate fire aboard a riverboat 2 years ago.
Is that
A
what
riverboat?
happened?
Yes, quite sad. So he's been alone except for the staff since then, and the random gatewalkers returning.
Was he always, even when the family was alive, was he always, well, I guess, did that happen around the time of the missing moment, or was that before or after the missing moment, the riverboat accident?
Oh, goodness. I believe it was after.
So he's been... Do you think that's what started this? I don't want to call it obsession, but obsession with finding more information about it?
Well, the missing moment was before that. The riverboat was after.
No, but I mean, I didn't know if he was already studying the missing moment before, and then.
The Tianjia man doesn't really know that answer.
Ah, well. I guess it's something I can ask when he gets back. Do I notice anything about the library?
No.
Have you found any interesting information through your studies here, or is it just us handing over information to Riddleson and going on with our business? Has that been your experience?
I think the doctor pieces clues together from everything that we do. We might not think it makes any difference, but, the doctor might see otherwise. And it could be that it takes a number of us coming together for a clue to be revealed to him.
We've been trying to get all of our information together. You would think that between an astronomer, a ghost hunter, our cartographer, a group of adventurers, and yourself, we would be able to figure something out. But then again, we don't have all the information he has.
No, and we each were sent to do our own part. So, a single part does not reveal. You need all the parts. And there are dozens of us.
It's true.
So you can turn in for the evening and decide what you want to do tomorrow.
Next week.
Well, that depends on people, since we did start late. We already ran late, but do you want to
I do have
longer?
one question for next week, because I think we probably should wrap it up tonight. Do we know where his room is?
Ooh!
It's on the same floor all the bedrooms are on.
We should totally go in there. Because they said that we could treat this house like our own house. And that means we can go into rooms. We should totally go into that room. Because I bet there's stuff in there.
Do you want to keep going? You want to stop here?
I'm good to stop here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good too.
Think of things to do and things to ask for next week.
Oh, I already did. We're sneaking into his room. We're going through his sock drawer.
We'll see if somebody remembers that in a week.